Hey, welcome back to Let's Play Torchlight. As you can see, things are a little different. Juliana's got a bunch of different gear. So I'm using new software, new hardware too, but the problem is the software. I had some issues with the last recording. I didn't record game audio at all. So I kind of wanted to redo this next floor, at least for you, so you can see what's happening. And then once I do that, I'll kind of bring back the other character I had, the initial Juliana, and get back to where we were. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to re-record this. Unfortunately, I don't have any backups of my saves from before I started recording. So we're gonna have to just like run through this again as a different character just so you can see it, and then we will be back to where we were.
Now I have you. What have you done with Ulrich?
I am here, Brink. I sent for Syl, but I don't recall inviting you or your friend. You may still prove useful, however. Still.
Oh damn. Alright, so this Ulrich dude is a bit of a jerk. Brink is now corrupted. He's some raging ice beast. And he hurts quite a bit. But we should be able to take him down without too much issue, as long as we're not straying too close. But we found Ulrich. He's just chilling up there, watching us fight. He's corrupted, I guess. And now he's made Brink corrupted. And we're gonna have to kill him, unfortunately. Which is too bad, because Brink is pretty cool. Oh no. Alright. We can do it. It's fine.
Your pet is finished.
Oh no, lazy bones.
Your
Oh, okay. So when I did this on the other file, I had those fish, and I turned lazy bones into a Varkalin. So you're gonna miss out on that, unfortunately. But everything else will be pretty much the same. We did this exact same thing. We ran around in circles and shot him to death with Ricochet.
My mana is low.
And there he goes. Gonna pick up all his gear. Not that we're gonna need it.
Brink, no! What has happened? Alas, my friend. You say this is Ulrich's doing? Then his summons was a trap. But why? The corruption here must have overwhelmed his mind. I can't believe it's so powerful. Yes, I see it's touched you as well. Light is spreading through you, and if we don't find a way to stop it, you'll meet the same fate as Brink. I'm sorry I brought you into this. I'll do my best to cure you. Meet me in Torchlight, and I'll tell you my plan.
Okay.
You have gained.
So she's got a plan. So we're gonna follow her. We're not gonna bother looting too much. We do have another character already going. This is just to highlight what you missed. Alright, we'll talk to that guy in a second as well, because I did do that on the other file.
I'm a bit overwhelmed, friend. Brink is dead, my master is lost, and I feel responsible for your corruption as well. Somehow the blighted ember is fusing with your flesh, changing it. But at least the progress is slow. I have some knowledge of the crypts below the mine. The Overseer experimented with methods of purifying ember. We may be able to use his knowledge to purge the corruption from you now. Find the Overseer's library. His notes should be there.
Alright, so we're gonna have to head into the crypts, find some notes so that we don't turn into the same thing that Brink did.
Well, hello.
Alright, so this guy, his name is Hatch. He's got a wand that opens a portal to a particular spot. That could be full of treasure. And monsters. So we're gonna go get some treasure for him. And then he will give us a couple potions and a spell. Last time I got a haste spell. So that's why when I load up that character, you will see I've got haste. And I did also pick up elemental protection on the ground. But we'll go through the changes once I load up that character again. So we'll run through here. I'll try to do all this fairly quickly. It's not super important. I actually should have just done this on easy. I don't need the challenge right now if I'm just showing off missed content. But from now on I will make a backup of my saves before I start recording so that this doesn't happen again. Still kind of learning the ropes a bit. Alright, these are all new enemies as well. So we got skeletons, zombies, we got this specter champion. Nothing too difficult. There are a couple guys that throw fireballs that can hurt a lot if they hit you. But just try to stay out of their way and you'll be fine. Those guys over there, those zombies that have the poison effects, when you kill them they release a poison gas cloud which can do quite a bit of damage if you stand in it. So don't stand in it. We're probably just going to skip most of this.
I am
Okay, yeah, probably should have played on easy. That's alright. We're going to try to sneak on through here, grab that Tome of Revelation, and head back out. Alright, and we'll turn this in.
Well, hello.
So he's a little bit disappointed that it's just a book, and he looks like he can open portals with it to other places. Doesn't matter. Okay, so portal. We'll open another portal to another area. What does he want from here? He wants a prospector's cache, which sends us back to the mines, although it is a different area from the main dungeon. It's a completely separate area. And in this area, the thing with the hatch quests, the level of the enemies in them will be your level -1, which early on is totally fine. But later on in the dungeon, when you start getting much higher level, you'll be higher level than all the enemies, which will make things not easy, but easier. And so when you go into one of these hatch quests, things are actually a lot more difficult just because the enemies are very close to your level. Yeah, we're just gonna breeze through here. No need to explore everything. I mean, I did with the proper Juliana, but no need to do it here. I'll load her up and I'll highlight new gear and stuff. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh, not quite. Bit dangerous though. This is why you want to take your time and kill things before moving through. What's that? A couple of champions it looks like. So we're gonna just avoid that area. I think we can head down this way. Yep, and we'll be fine. Down here. Excellent. Stairs down. So each of these hatch quests are also only 2 floors. The first floor is like a normal floor, and then the second floor is always the same.
Quest complete.
Always the same layout, at least. The enemies in it will differ, as well as the items and your barrels and stuff like that. and we'll get through down here to the portal, and that is that quest done. And that pretty much catches us up right to where we were with our proper character. Other than that, nothing new. I don't think I did anything else. I did pop in briefly down to the next area. Stairs down here. Definitely entering a different area. It looks like this is where the crypts are. So head down here. Listen to Ulrich.
The miners chip their way down through the rock, unaware of the tombs below. When they finally break through, I hope they are wise enough to flee, collapsing their tunnels behind them. This vault was rightly sealed. It was an experiment as ill-fated as my own. Their ancestors are animated not with life, but with the same dark energy that flows through the ember veins. Separating out the vileness is impossible. Immortality lies forever beyond our reach. I was a fool to think otherwise.
And here we are with our proper Juliana. So I did pick up haste and elemental protection. I am using that gun. I made it to level 6. Or level 7, I think I needed. Oh, right, because I put a point into ranged expertise, maybe? Or maybe I only needed level 6 and I leveled twice. Honestly, I'm a little confused right now. I probably should have checked the first video just to see where I was and what changes have happened. I picked up this new belt. It's pretty cool. I put a shield on just because I had the space for it. I'll just like mouse over this gear. You can just check it out. It's nothing like too significant, and I'll be getting new stuff soon anyway, I'm sure. And I've got these new gloves that I bought for a lot of money, not realizing when I bought them that I was still quite a ways away from level 10. But yeah, it's alright. We'll get it eventually. We did get fishing again. We got an ice angel and a webfish. So I'll use 1 or 2 of those at some points. For now, we're just gonna keep on moving through here. We got spiders coming out of the walls. Right, so we made it into the crypts. Ulrich came down here earlier, discovered that someone had been running experiments, I guess trying to discover the secret to immortality. And they just ended up creating a bunch of undead, which is really unfortunate. The miners must have gotten a bit of a shock. Level up when they broke into this area. So stick with the 3 and 2. Gonna keep with crits. Can't get that point in Ricochet until level 10, unfortunately. So we'll keep going with crits for now. And then I think I also did put a point into armor expertise, yeah. So right now the priorities are Ricochet, followed by critical strikes, and then armor expertise, and then finally ranged weapons, if for whatever reason we can't put points into any of those other ones. Alright, so yeah, I definitely learned my lesson. Making backups of my saves now. Although I did also tab out just to double check that things were recording properly. So everything should be good this time around. I don't think we'll have any issues in the future. Yeah, everything is still sort of new. Just pull the lever there. So we're gonna go back out and see what that did. Looks like there's a door open over here now. A little bit of a secret area here. Got a couple chests in it. And as soon as you open both, some skeletal knights pop out, which are pretty dangerous if you're not leveled properly, or if you don't have good gear. They can block a lot of your attacks. And if you get trapped in an area with them and are unable to kill one quickly enough to get out, it can be a bit dangerous. Alright, so we'll keep moving forward. Oh right, you probably noticed my potions and scrolls are stacking a bit higher than normally allowed. I did install a mod for that. It's the only mod I installed other than the red hair. Ooh, another unique item. Excellent. Mostly just for the convenience factor. Because I could like afford enough potions and scrolls and everything. But it would just require more trips back to town, because I don't want to fill up my inventory too much. And with the default stack of 20, yeah, my inventory would definitely fill up with identify scrolls mostly. Or I would only carry a stack of 20 into the dungeon with me and then have to run back to town super quick to get more. Oh, look at that Deathblaze Ember. That'll be what Vasmin wants. I think Vasmin was his name. The Ember Scholar. Alright, so we got a Shrine of Mana. Right, we have killed a couple already, but there are these guys here with like a candle on their backs. Not sure exactly what they are, but they like dig skeletons out of the ground. Yeah, it's a weird way of summoning things. I can't imagine there are too many skeletons buried like on this like concrete floor, but he's finding them somewhere. Alright, so we got a champion, skeletal champion, or a skeletal knight. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this stuff now. Looks like we might have gotten some good stuff. We got some shoulders. Much better than what we got, but it does require magic. And I'm never gonna put points into magic. I could get some gear with some plus magic, but I'm not gonna prioritize it. But these shoulders are good enough. Gives me some resistance. Yeah, see, these have a couple magic points, but I'd rather have the health. Gonna go ahead and identify everything, even if I know for sure I'm not gonna use it. Because things sell better when they're identified. Kill off these guys with their poison gas and wait until it dissipates before I move in. We can just kill the champion from out here, though. It's not too difficult. It's a little slow. Just like the trolls. A lot of health.
Insufficient mana.
Really dangerous if they get close, but really slow, really easy to run away from. And the big old Spectre champion, which can teleport right next to you, but he never attacks right away, so you got a little bit of time to react. He also has quite a bit of health, not as much as the troll guys, obviously. Or I'm not sure what those guys were actually officially called. I'll have to check it out later. Got skeletal archers joining the fray now. If they're in big groups, they can do a lot of damage, as you probably saw when I was just running through that one area. My health just got knocked right down after I got hit by a few of them. Alright, so there's a lever up there. I won't hit it yet. I want to kind of clear out this room first. At least mostly clear it out. Alright, and that's good enough. We'll go hit that lever. Opens up the grates up there. And skeletons just start jumping down at us. Skeletons are super easy to kill. They don't do that much damage either, but there tend to be a lot of them all at once. And they do move very quick. Not so easy to run away from. But not really much of an issue. Zombies are probably the easiest enemy. Really slow. Do quite a bit of damage, sure, but
My inventory
they
is
don't
full.
take that long to kill either. Inventory is full. Wow, we're getting a lot of stuff. Looks like Lazy Bones will have to go back to town.
Your pet has departed.
And we still have stuff in our inventory we don't want. So hopefully we won't pick up too much while he's gone. Though he will only be gone for 30 seconds, so probably won't be able to fill our inventory in that time. Alright, so head up here. It's not exactly a secret area, but it's sort of off the beaten path. Have to pull the lever, come across the bridge, and kill all these enemies, and you do get 2 chests out of it. Chests don't always have good stuff, but every once in a while. And of course, once you open both chests, enemies spawn down below. The undead are just popping out of the ground here. Again, I'm not really sure where they're coming from. This ground looks pretty solid. But maybe, I don't know, maybe the mortar's just really degraded over time and they're able to push the tiles up easy. Not sure why anyone would be buried underneath there, but hey, whatever.
I am overburdened.
And we're full again. This time Lazy Bones can hold a lot more. Oh, I got a spell. Elemental Protection. Picked up another one of those. So we could give that to Lazy Bones as well so he can cast it, but I'm not really too concerned about his resistances. I think his are just like naturally better than mine anyway. None of this is all that great yet. I mean, I could use a second pistol, but I kind of like having a shield instead, just for that extra survivability. Alright, and that's good for now. I will hopefully pick up a better rifle soon though, or a bow maybe. Definitely prefer two-handed weapons. Alright, so let's get through this floor. Oh, we are looking for a champion here as well. Did I kill him already? Oh, I did. Alright. So, Beast Thrin the Cutthroat was the guy I killed earlier. I think he was the big troll-like thing. I think they're called constructs, maybe? I think I remember that. So, I think that was him. Well, we killed him anyway, so we'll have to go back to town, turn in these couple of quests. But we'll do that at the end of the floor. Which is still a little ways off, I think. Wait for the poison to dissipate. Probably should be using haste a little more often. I mean, it's a low level right now, so it doesn't help that much. And it only lasts for 7 seconds. So I probably won't use it too much yet. But that's a spell that will be coming in handy a little bit later on. To really just make short work of these floors. Oh, we're actually done. That was much quicker than I expected. Alright, so trapped chest. Not too much of an issue. Those poison clouds really take their time to come out, which is perfect for me. Alright, so we'll pass these along first. I'm thinking I'll just keep the one I have for the defense and dexterity. And then we'll send him back, open up our portal, wait for him to actually be gone, and go to town. And we get 754, not bad. We can definitely use the money. Alright, so we can definitely get something better. Can't use anything right now, it doesn't look like, but he's got some options for later. Level 13 is a bit of a ways away, and that requires magic as well. 131 isn't that much better and requires level 10, so we'll pass. We'll look at some of this armor though. These are better, but not significantly. This one's got a bit of health. I would like that, but I don't think it's super critical right now. And everything else we're unable to use at the moment. So I'll probably go ahead and not buy anything. And I don't think I need anything from you right now either. So we'll turn in our quests. I've survived the battle with Beast Thrin. And so he'll have to change his song. He expected us to die, alright. So we get a belt out of that and some fame. And now we have to kill Korvac the Great on floor 6, which will give us an axe, which we won't use. Then we'll give this Vastman his Deathlace Ember. It's a bit dark. A Thread of Living Spirit. Interesting. Alright. So we'll get a Mysterious Map Scroll. And a level up. Excellent.
Anything you need.
And now he wants Shimmering Ember from an area with water. Okay. We'll keep an eye out for it. Right now we will level up. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Can't do Ricochet, so we'll put a point into Critical Strikes. We'll sell the belt we got. We'll keep the Map Scroll. I think we'll deal with that in the next video, but we will want to use it. You know, I'm actually going to buy Web. It's a spell I really like having on my pet. I used to use Silence, but I found that Silence is very inconsistent. I mean, Web is as well. Oops, wrong slot. Web is pretty inconsistent as well, but when it hits things, it actually is really beneficial no matter what enemy it is, whereas Silence only helps against particular enemies. So I really would prefer having a guaranteed benefit rather than, I don't know, something that's just super inconsistent. I think I'll keep the Map Scroll on me, and we'll start with that on the next video. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't think I want to level anymore before I do that. Oh, and Hatch has another quest as well. Alright, so we'll be doing a Map Scroll and a Hatch quest in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.